Okay, guys, I have been slipping, all right? I have been tripping. I completely missed this video, and I meant to show you it. I didn't watch all of it. I think I just saw like a small segment of this. But Rudy Gay talking about the Spurs. I hate that I missed this one. Let's see here. Oh. Hold on. You guys can't hear that? Wait, I can't hear it either.
The analytics were to blame for his run in Minnesota ending. He explained that he got traded for taking mid-range jumpers.
I'm a mid-range guy myself, so I've gone to situations where...
Did you say Jeff Teague got traded from taking mid-range shots?
Yeah, that wasn't allowed.
Bring us in. Y'all are obviously the dude all your careers. And suddenly somebody's like, hey, don't take that shot no more.
How they told you?
That's not a good shot. Spurs didn't like it, and Utah didn't like it either. But, you know, we was in the middle of that. What's a good shot? What's a bad shot? It wasn't even easy for me to be like, yo, something I've been doing my whole life. I gotta stop doing it. No, this is what got me here. And that's where the tension with certain situations got for me. I understand how you feel.
Especially he's a point guard. That's the only shot you got.
Only shot you got. Then they took out the floater, too. You limit some people, and it opens some people up.
Culturally, to your point, that's San Antonio culture forever. They've been that. This is what we talking about culture, right? They've been threes, free throw, or to the basket.
This is my self-reflection.
My point is,
That's funny. Wait, you said we've been threes, free throw to the basket? I don't know. Would you guys say Tony Parker was a mid-range shooter? I feel like Tony Parker was kind of a mid-range shooter. I would even say, no, he was more to the basket. No, he was primarily to the basket. That was a secondary thing. He also didn't develop a better jump shot till a little bit later. Kawhi? Kawhi took a little bit of everything. TP was pick and roll. Yeah, he was pick and roll. I guess that's true. I mean, to be honest, that was our whole reason why we didn't want DeMar DeRozan anymore, right? Like it's not. It's like it's such a weird thing because in today's basketball, it's an efficient shot individually, right? Your numbers look fine, but we're also going against another team that takes far more threes at a decent clip, right? And it's going to always outweigh your mid-range shots. It got to a point where when we were leaning on DeMar DeRozan, we're just praying and hoping we're down by one in clutch time or crunch time, or we're down by two, right? Like, because we knew a 3-point shot more than likely isn't going in. It's either we're gonna win it by one or we're gonna go into overtime. Like, it was always like that. We just didn't trust DeMar DeRozan's shot at all, and he didn't trust it either. So, I don't know.
Our court in that culture.
I agree with you.
I'm like, ooh, Melo, I know he got tea on this.
Jeff Teague shared that analytics were to blame for his run in Minnesota ending.
Did you know that going in when you arrived in San Antonio?
See, I had just tore my Achilles, so it was bigger than that for me. It was more like a health thing and trying to work myself back into being healthy. But, you know, just being a part of it. And there's parts of my game that have grown because of that. But, you know, it did take a lot of what I knew and what got me there out of my game. So I could see how Teague felt a certain way about that.
So as a player, when they told you,
Rudy Gay was a monster, bro. I don't know if you guys remember prime Rudy Gay. He was a monster. No, Tony Parker, definitely not a mid-range shooter. I just meant like later on in his career, he took more mid-range shots. But, and I mean, yeah, I guess we wouldn't call floaters a mid-range shot. Tony Parker had that classic mid-range from the wing. Yeah. Tony Parker was a driver and midi at first. It wasn't until back end he shot threes. That is true. He didn't take that many threes early on.
do that.
And this was year what in the league?
Like year 11.
Yeah, 11, 12. You've been doing it, but now you come back from being injured. Was your mindset, I got to get to my spots because I got to get to where I'm comfortable at? I know they want corner threes, and I know they want this, but in order for me to feel good personally,
That's selfish. That's selfish. He couldn't think like that. Please say no.
This is my bread and butter.
See, the year prior, before I tore my Achilles, I had George Carl. He was the same way. I just didn't give a f. I was going to do what I was going to do. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm going to get to me. But, you know, going to a different situation, coming off injury, and then having to fit into a different kind of system and culture, that was the tough part. That button you push in the game, that's what gets you by sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm getting to my spot.
Yeah, you might be 2 for 15. Like, it.
Did you know that going?
Now you have a good game, you know what I'm saying? Or you hit that game winning shot. That's that button. But you're dealing with outside things.
That F it button. That's a cool phrase.
You can't always do that. So that was the biggest thing for me.
In their mind, they like, he's older. He's more inclined to doing what we want him to do without us even forcing it on him. And because you've been in the game and you're a vet, you're supposed to automatically.
That's what they're bringing you in for.
Yeah.
If you're not a high draft pick.
I'm just going to go. I ain't shoot a corner three in 5 years. A standstill corner three. But you want me to go do that. I'm going to try to do that. Now, if it's uncomfortable, don't force me to do it. And I think that's the disconnect.
But that's the funny thing, though. Like, I feel like with Rudy Gay, he did do a good job of molding into that a little bit, right? Like, the main guys that had a true issue with it, I would say LaMarcus Aldridge and DeMar DeRozan, right? Like, the Spurs put both of them in a situation where we were like, we need you to take more threes. DeMar DeRozan did it briefly, and this isn't just speculation, right? Like, Popovich talked about it before the season started. He was like, yeah, DeMar DeRozan has to take more threes. DeMar DeRozan talked about it and said, yes, I had to be more aggressive with my three-point shooting. And he started off doing it, and then it just faded off. He was like, I'm not comfortable. I'm not doing it anymore. And then Popovich didn't push it on him no more. And kind of the same thing happened with LaMarcus Aldridge as well. And I think even with Pau Gasol, right? What is it about us getting vets and we needing them? We constantly need them to adjust to that. Richard Jefferson, we needed him to change his game, which he did do it. Yeah, I guess it's just what you need at the time. But yeah, LaMarcus and DeMar, that wasn't great. It wasn't great.
In this situation, the T right here. The only thing that can limit you is believing that you are limited. You see how the universe works, man? You see that?
Why have I never watched this? This actually seems like entertaining, chill, cool. I like it. I know every NBA player has a podcast now, but like this actually seems pretty chill. I kind of like it. We should watch more of this. What is this? Okay, so this is it. This is the show. Interesting. Dang, they even talk about Not Like Us. What the heck? Huh. Let me go ahead and go and give Carmelo a little likey like here, a little follow. Pretty good stuff. Anyways, I don't know. Thoughts on this is, yeah, it just is what it is, right? Doesn't seem like he was trash talking us or anything or nothing like that. It's just a matter of the game changing. He's in a different culture. He was pretty chill about it, right? I think Rudy Gay got a lot of hate from Spurs fans, but we had to recognize how limited he was, right? Like he wasn't somebody that we were really going to be able to just solely depend on. Unfortunately, when the Kawhi Leonard situation went down, we really relied on Rudy. But he was there. He tried. He played hard. Just wasn't enough. Wasn't enough.